Okay, we're going to take up today. We have here the WBC count. Okay, for our WBC count, we can perform here WBC count as either manual method, direct method with the use of your Neubauer counting chamber. You could also have here the automated instrument. You could have automated method for that. Our discussion here, laboratory activity, will be on the manual method, which is your direct method with the use of your Neubauer counting chamber. So basically for this procedure, we'll be needing the following. Number one, you should have your Neubauer counting chamber. You should also have here the WBC pipette identified with the white bead, plus that one contains a significant markings like 0.5, 1, and 11 marks. And we'll be needing also here our diluting fluid. So in the case of our diluting fluid, the diluting fluid here should be a hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution would eventually try to alkalize your RBC and therefore allows your WBC to be left here after you try to lyse your RBC. That will easy for you to identify and to count your WBC. So we have your example of our diluting fluid. Then you can have here number one, you can have your 1% hydrochloric acid. That one commercially prepared, the WBC diluting fluid would have already incorporated with your stain in the form of your crystal violet or your metal violet. That would allows your WBC to be colored, and that would also help you then to easily identify and count your WBC. Another one, you can also use here your 2 to 3% acetic acid. All of that tend to lyse your RBC, and what is left after that one would be your WBC. Okay, we have here the procedure for our WBC count. It's actually the same procedure when we are doing our RBC count. So the first one, diluting of the blood. Okay, so sorry, that should be a WBC count. Okay, when you are diluting your blood, when you're doing your WBC count, you try to collect your blood. You put that one in the EDTA. Make sure that your EDTA blood here is eventually well mixed before you try to get a sample of that. So with your WBC pipette, try to aspirate your blood up to your zero point 0.5 mark, and then try to remove here the excess blood at the side of your pipette. Then after that one, try to aspirate your diluting fluid up to your 11 mark. Okay, and then try to mix your blood with your diluting fluid. You could have your manual with your finger like that, or you could also have your pipette shaker. And then after that one, before you try to charge your Neubauer counting chamber, try to discard, 3 to 5 drops. Okay, that would allow your diluted blood to go to the lower portion, because again, the lower portion might be just your diluting fluid. So in order for you to have here an adequate and accurate sampling here, so you need to discard the first few drops. Okay, and after that one, you try to charge your Neubauer counting chambers. Make sure that one is fully charged. Make sure that one is adequately charged. Make sure that one is not overflowing. Okay, then after that one, you try to let your Neubauer counting chamber to settle for at least 3 minutes to allow the cells here to settle in order for them not to move from one square to another, and preventing here to allow you to recount again. That would have here the erroneous results if not be allowed to settle here. So when are you going to count here? Where are you going to count your WBC? Okay, so this is your Neubauer counting chambers. So we're going to count here our WBC in your 4 corner squares. And each of that one contains here 16 smaller squares. Okay, when we are counting for our WBC, so just also observe here for the proper boundary. Okay, so again, you need to count for each of the squares. So count here on the left side and the upper portion, ganon. And then if there will be double mark or double line, so you try the boundary for that would be the second line. If you have here the 3 lines, okay, still the boundary of that would be on the second line. Okay, so we have here the formula for the computation. So this would be the same formula with our RBC count, only that it just vary with some of the values here. So all you need to do is just total your WBC counted throughout your four squares. In each of that contains here 16 smaller squares. Multiply with your area correction factor. Correction factor here is 1 over 4. Then we have your depth correction factor, which is 10, and your dilution factor, which is 20. Or simply, total number of your WBC multiplied by 50. Paano natin nakuha ang 50? That's 10 times 20 over 4. That's your 50. And the unit for that would be times 10 to the 3 per UL, or you could also have your times 10 to the 9 per liter. Okay, so that's for our WBC count. Okay, thank you.